Well, happy Friday. I'm Meteorologist Hannah Fink here to bring you your next weather. And today is the first official start of summer to the summer solstice, which basically means our Earth is perfectly aligned. So today is going to be quote unquote the longest day that we have sun rays out there, excuse me. But let's go into what we're going to talk about today. Overall, nothing going on in the tropics. It is staying quiet out there. No new tropical development is expected over the next 7 days. Luckily, there is a lot of wind shear in the ocean, in the path where a lot of development does occur. Wind shear prevents storm development, so we like seeing that, and we have also seen some Saharan dust come in as well. That also prevents any development as well. So luckily, with those two things, no new development is expected in the next 7 days. Now, the heat is on. It's already been feeling hot over the last couple of weeks, and it is going to get even hotter out there. We have this heat ridge, which is a high pressure system sitting over the eastern United States. As you can see, we're in part of that. We're not in the middle of it. Those areas that are right where the heat ridge sign is could see temperatures of 100 degrees, and that is not the heat index value. So they're going to feel warm over there, but it is going to bring us a lot of heat, hotter than it's actually been, a little bit above average as well. And that'll start to slowly make its way out of our area late into next week, possibly next weekend. We can still see effects of this throughout the entirety of the week. Here's a heat risk map for Monday. As you can see, we're in the orange. Most of us are going to be in the orange. There's very spotty red, and that orange means a moderate heat risk, and then red means major heat risk. Now, like I said, that ridge is in the eastern United States, so those purple is where they're going to see temperatures at 100 degrees, not including their heat index value. So it's going to be a hot one along the eastern United States, and them off in the west, they're staying pretty minor for the most part. They did see some of this early on in the week where they did feel those hotter temperatures. This is the Climate Prediction Center for next week. You can see well above average temperatures expected, and we are in that as well. We are in the reds, which is warmer than normal. So here's a look at what our forecast highs are going to be over the next 10 days where you can really see this occur. Our average for this time of year is 90 degrees, and we're at 93 degrees for the majority of the week. And then on Wednesday, we have a high of 94. Into next week, we can start to see that ridge slowly leave as temperatures decrease to 92 on Saturday and 91 on Sunday, but that is going to change. That is a long range forecast, so do keep that in mind. And here are those heat index values. It's going to feel warmer out there. We have humidity in the air, which is bringing in, that feels like, to 103 degrees today. We're going to be in the triple digits throughout the weekend, and as we get into next work week, we'll be at 102 degrees. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water. There's a possibility of seeing heat advisories as we make it into next week. I know today that parts of our Mississippi areas are under a heat advisory for today from the Slidell National Weather Service. So the ones that are outside of our viewing area in more of Mississippi and Louisiana are seeing those heat advisories. Right now, we don't have any issued for us. Luckily, one thing, we've been having a stormy couple weeks here along the Gulf Coast, and our rain chances have gone down because of this ridge. They're still present, they're not zero, and that is because we have sea breeze thunderstorms in the afternoon, early evening hours. So we'll still see a rumble of thunder here and there. It's going to be more isolated, not as widespread as we have been seeing. So make sure you have that radar handy. A lot of us are going to stay dry, and if you do see one of these thunderstorms, it is going to be extremely short-lived, about a 20 to 30 minute shower and thunderstorm, bringing in that gusty wind, frequent lightning, and heavy downpour. Same old, same old. And temperatures currently are hot out there. We're in the mid 90s near the beaches, 94 in Navarre, 91 in Pensacola, 88 in Fairhope, 92 in Mobile, 90 in Pascagoula, 93 in Leakesville, 91 in Grove Hill, and 92 in Evergreen. So it is a scorcher out there. A lot of us are feeling the heat. And if you're wanting to cool off, here's your backyard forecast for this afternoon going into the weekend. This is where we can start to see spotty showers and thunderstorms start to develop as we make our way into dinner time. We have a 30% chance at 3 p.m. It increased to a 40% chance over the next few hours from 4 to 7 o'clock. Our temperatures will be starting at 91 degrees and will slowly cool off to about 85 as we make our way to sunset. Serious heat out there. Make sure you are wearing that sunscreen. Here's a look at those heat index values. So this is what it feels like. It feels like 101 degrees out there over the next 2 hours, and we'll be in the upper 90s until we get to sunset, where we'll feel like the lower 90s getting into the upper 80s. So the temperatures are in the low 90s, but with that increased humidity, that tropical moisture, that air that feels thick is what's making it feel even hotter out there. The red is what our atmosphere is at, and that pink is how we as humans feel it on our skin. That's all thanks to our dew points. Dew points is how we measure moisture and how we see humidity, not see, but how we feel that humidity. We're near that miserable category. Whenever our dew points are in the 70s, just know you are going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel that sweat on your back. And because we still have those dew points, that's why we still have those rain chances high throughout the day. But we're also in that summertime pattern where it's not a surprise to see pop-up showers and thunderstorms along the coast. Rain chances throughout the day, they start to go up at 4 p.m. We have a 30% chance over the next couple of hours, but around dinner time, starting at 4 p.m., we get to a 40% chance of rain here in Mobile, and then we go down to a 30% at 9 p.m., and then we're going to stay clear throughout the entirety of the night. Here's a look at our HRRR, seeing the timing of it. This is at 4:30. We can start to see those showers and thunderstorms spark up around the coastline near that I-10 line, and then they'll slowly start to increase as instability and that sea breeze makes its way through, creating that instability in the air. This is around dinner time, 6 o'clock. 7:45 for your Friday. Some of those showers could linger into our northern counties, and then they start to slowly make their way out of the area late around 9:45 to 10 o'clock. And we stay calm and clear throughout the night. We could see some lingering clouds, but for the most part, it's going to be a clear early morning. But keep in mind with that Futurecast I just showed you, that is more based on timing. Location is not going to be exact. So just know that there is a possibility that you could see a scattered shower or thunderstorm in your evening, and it is not going to ruin your plans. It is just going to be a 20-minute short-lived storm. Evening planner, if you have anything to do tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to remain throughout the evening into about 8 p.m. Then we can see some scattered showers around 9 p.m. Like I said, those will start to make their way out around 9:30, 9:45 tonight, and temperatures will slowly go down into the lower 80s as we make our way into the overnight hours. And we still start off warm once again tomorrow morning. We're going to be in the mid 70s along the beaches, 75 in Pensacola, 79 in Destin, 74 in Gulf Shores, and more inland, same thing, lower 70s. This is what we've been seeing the entirety of the week. So copy and paste for your morning lows. 74 in Mobile, 72 in Bay Minette, 71 in Fairhope, 72 in Lucedale, 71 in Evergreen, and 71 in Bruton. Forecast highs tomorrow, another hot day. You can see our temperatures. Everybody is going to be above that 90-degree threshold. 92 in Gulf Shores, 90 in Destin, 94 in Pascagoula, 93 in Mobile, 92 in Evergreen, 94 in Chatham, 92 in Bay Minette. So another hot day where a lot of us are going to be close to the mid-90s, and it's going to feel even hotter than that. Here's a look at that heat index value. We're going to be getting to the triple digits by noon tomorrow, but feeling in the upper 90s in the morning. So no matter what you do, it's going to feel hot out there, and it's going to feel that way through the entirety of the day. We're going to be in the triple digits through the entirety of the afternoon. We're going to be in the upper 90s once we get towards dinner time. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water, checking on your loved ones, and don't forget about your pets. They can also feel that temperature out there. If you're looking for ways to cool down, here's your beach forecast over the next 3 days. We love to see low risk of rip currents for your weekend. Just still be cautious, pay attention to those beach flags, and also some showers and thunderstorms could develop in the afternoon because of that sea breeze, but nothing to ruin your beach day. Here's that UV index. You're going to want to make sure you have plenty of sunscreen applied. 11 is the highest we can go. 10 is right up there. So basically what we're seeing is burn time between 10 to 15 minutes. So make sure you're applying as much as you can. SPF 30 or higher is recommended. And another way to cool off tomorrow, here's your pool forecast. Just keep an eye on that radar as we could see some pop-up showers and thunderstorms starting in the early afternoon. But in the earlier afternoon hours, we're going to be about a 20% chance with plenty of sunshine, but 1 p.m. is when we can see those showers and thunderstorms start to spark and linger on through the early evening hours. So nothing to ruin your pool day, nothing to ruin any of your outdoor plans. The one thing to keep track of this weekend is the heat. It is going to feel very hot. Isolated pop-up showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Same thing for Sunday. It just could get a little warmer as we make it into next week. You can see that here on your 7-day forecast. Those rain chances linger on, 40% chance to then a 30% chance on Wednesday into Friday. Next weekend, we could see those isolated showers and thunderstorms continue on. But like I said, this is for sea breeze, so that is never going to leave the forecast for the most part. We are likely to see that every day as we make our way into August. And then those temperatures will be close to the mid 90s over the next 7 days, and your lows will be in the mid 70s. So it's going to be a hot one. It's going to feel like summer out there for sure. So make sure you're doing all precautions to protect yourself from the heat. Make sure you drink plenty of water, breaks in the shade. Make sure your animals as well are also getting plenty of water, breaks in the shade. And be careful when you take them on walks later on in the evening and afternoon. That temperature on the pavement is going to feel even hotter out there. You can see near 120 degrees on there. So make sure you protect their paws from the heat as well. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll see you next week for next weather.